G'day beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about version 42. The beautiful people at Paragon have dropped another blog post on their website, which will be linked in the description down below, about the next big update. So to start off with, they talk about the version 41 updates, in which they say, we did a modest balance pass with the release of version 41 throughout the next few updates. 41.1 to 41.5, we're going to focus on improving game stability. This means that we'll be working on game performance, smaller download sizes, bug killing, and general quality of life improvements, which is a great thing, because that means if they can quash those bugs and get the quality of life improvements done, and game performance improvements done now, means that they can give us a better quality product when 42 actually comes around. So the first thing after that they talk about is the new hero, which will be coming in version 41.3, so not too far away. There is concept art which they leaked, which is in the background right now, and I'm guessing this is concept art, so it's going to be a little bit different to this. I'm guessing that my hopes of this being a 1980s themed character rocking a Nintendo Power Glove is not going to be a thing. But yeah, it says that this character is going to be bringing Mega Sustain to the off lane. The weapon of choice there seems to be kind of looking along the lines of Isaac's main gun in Dead Space. The next thing that they showcase is some Iggy and Scorch skin concept art, which is freaking cool. Obviously it's just a concept art, and if it ever became a real thing, it would look a lot differently. So she'll be, Zinx will be followed by a series of hero reworks, one of which is going to be Iggy and Scorch in version 42. There is talk that the hashtag every 3 weeks is going to be changing coming soon, because of the fact that they want to rework a couple of older heroes. What they've said is, what about hashtag every 3 weeks? After looking at all the changes coming in 42, we've chosen to rework a couple of our older heroes more relevant, to make them more relevant in Monolith, I think they mean. These reworks will replace the new hero that would have shipped in that slot. So there are going to be instances where we're not going to get a new hero every 3 weeks. Instead, we will be getting a rework of an older character, which is not necessarily a bad thing. We do need to build the roster, but there are some heroes that really need reworks. Iggy is obviously one of them, so I'm not too sure who they might be going for after that. Maybe a look at Richter, although I don't really think he needs to be changed too much. But yeah, there is going to be instances where we're not going to get a new hero, and that's going to be replaced by a rework. The next picture that they showcased was some amazing art of Monolith. Now, has been mentioned several times in the community corners that the guys have walked past the art department and been wowed by what they have seen, and been told that that is just early stuff and it's not even anywhere near being finished. So there is a good chance that the game is going to look pretty freaking good. Not necessarily as good as what this screenshot does make you think, but if you remember back to when Monolith was being released and the drab sort of artwork that went along with it, the game actually looked better than what the artwork did, in my opinion. In most screenshots, there was a couple of shots of mid lane that looked better than what mid lane actually looks like, so who knows, could look nearly as good as that. It might be a lot worse, but it is gorgeous and great to look at. So coming in version 42, we're going to be getting that final Monolith art update. We're going to be getting the Iggy rework. We're going to get an entirely new itemization system, which is the card system rework. We're going to get the rebalance in-game economy. We're going to get full gameplay rebalance based on card and economy changes. A new mastery system, which is something that everyone has been wanting. The next ranged carry, and more. So there is a lot to be excited about. The next thing that they actually show is the cards themselves. Now, whether this is indicative of exactly what they're going to look like, or not, we do not know. There is an order card shown, there is a chaos card shown, there is an order card shown. Did I say order? There's a growth. There's a growth, a chaos, an order, and a death card being shown. No knowledge, no universal card being shown. But you see that these seem to be a lot different than what we actually thought they were going to be going for. The cards actually have a level system on them. As you can see in the top right hand corners, they're actually level 1 cards. The top left of the card is showing the affinity and the name of the card, and the bottom of the card is showing what the name of the effect is, I believe. And as you can see, these 4 cards share Restoration Link, I think that's what it says, and Toxic Horde both show the same symbol next to them, so maybe that symbol is related to certain subsections of effects, or I don't know. But Critical Mass, you cannot sort of guess what that would be compared to Overhealing, so I don't know, maybe it's just random random art, and maybe it's not actually indicative of any sort of subsections of effects, but nonetheless they look effing cool, like really cool, 10 times better than what we've had, and it makes sense that these would be what we're going to get, considering the fact that so many cards have been sitting there wanting artwork on them for so long and not been getting them. So they wrap up the blog post by saying none of these changes are small and they all add up to an evolution of Paragon. As we move past August and into the end of the year, we've got more updates to come. We'll be revisiting the HUD, updating minions and jungle monsters, working on new player onboarding, beefing up our matchmaking, and continue reworking original heroes. This is the next big step to get to the full and final shape of Paragon. We look forward to moving out of beta early next year. Thanks for your support. I am assuming that around about that time when they're ready to move out of beta is when we will have a new map, and hopefully it doesn't just replace Monolith. Hopefully that is the point where we have a 5v5 and a 3v3 map, but nonetheless I'm pretty excited about everything that is coming. The game is going to change up so much, and I hope you're looking forward to it too, because I really think you should be. As I said earlier in the video, the link to this information will be in the down there. So go and check that out for yourself. If you enjoyed this video in any way, shape or form, please smash the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and subscribe for more Paragon content. With that said guys, thank you so much for watching. I love your face. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.